All right, on this exceptionally lovely day this afternoon, I want to say good afternoon and welcome to the 2024 Retirement and Service Awards celebration and recognition of faculty emeriti. As I approach the end of my second year as president of Chestnut Hill College and the close of this academic year, it is appropriate to take a moment of reflection to pause and honor those among us who have reached such extraordinary milestones in their careers. Today we bid a fond farewell to Sister Mary Jo Larkin, a valuable member of the college community who has given so much and now retires from the college as the Dean for Library and Information Services to embark on new personal journeys and hopefully enjoy some well-deserved rest and relaxation. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Sister Mary Jo's guests, Aron and Suzanne McCarthy, Sister Eileen McGuire, Sister Marie O'Brien, Dr. Lynn Ortali to come back and visit us, President of Maria College and former Student Life VP of Chestnut Hill College for 17 years, Sister Anita Louise Bruno, Carol Consorto, Joan Taylor, and Sister Catherine Miller, former Dean of Academic Affairs and Board Secretary of Chestnut Hill College. In addition, we are honored to welcome those special guests joining us for today's celebration from the Mother House. In addition to Sister Mary Jo, we are also fortunate this afternoon to congratulate two recently retired faculty members who were awarded Professor Emerita honors in December, Lakshmi Atchison, Dr. Lakshmi Atchison, and Sister Catherine Nerney. We also recognize the service of those among us who have served the college in a full-time position for 10 or more years. We salute you and thank you for the excellent and important work you do every day in service to our students and college community. I am very pleased to introduce Sky Bennett, member of the class of 2024, who will offer a brief tribute to our devoted faculty and staff for their many years of service. Sky is majoring in law and legal studies and minoring in international studies and political science. She is a member of the Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society and a Dean's List recipient. Sky is also an RA, a member of the Black Student Union, and was instrumental in organizing the Falling in Love with Philly trips and Dinner en Blanc events at the college. Welcome, Sky.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Sky Bennett, and I'm a senior here at Chestnut Hill College. I'm honored to represent the student body in opening the ceremony for the Retirement and Service Awards. From being a student here at Chestnut Hill College, it is prevalent that the faculty and staff take pride in building a welcoming and inviting community for everyone. Whether it's for a semester or for up until graduation day, the faculty and staff that are being honored today have done just that and more. From my experience being a student at Chestnut Hill College, I was able to get that support even from being at home and having classes online, to now being a lead RA and working with many departments to create an accepting environment for every incoming class. This brings me to the mission of the college, which is the importance of service to our dear neighbor. This means to implement an education where students can grow and discover what their calling is through their academic environment, foster significant relationships that will be in our community for a lifetime, and being accountable for setting the standards in our community outside of Chestnut Hill to make a positive impact. The faculty and staff that are being recognized this afternoon have done that, and more importantly, have passed down to every student that they have inspired or impacted to spread our school's mission. This goes to show that working here is more than a job, but a dedication. A dedication to serving all students, no matter their cultural background, religious beliefs, or economic status. It is with great gratitude that I get to speak on behalf of every student and express our appreciation for the hardworking faculty and staff. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sky. We are grateful for your presence with us this afternoon. You are a wonderful representative of our students, and we wish you continued success. And I deeply appreciated your presence at the pool party when you were making sure that everybody was okay. Now we turn our attention to the presentation of the Service Awards to 11 members of our community who have served the college for 10, 15, 20, and 30 years. These individuals demonstrate an unwavering commitment to the college and a true sense of resilience, having navigated with grace the countless changes and unexpected challenges that have occurred throughout their impressive tenures. Each Service Award honoree will receive a special gift. I invite Dr. Andra Basu, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the Faculty, to announce the honorees.
Okay, to begin, with 10 years of service, we start with Kathleen Gannon. Nancy Levitt. Josh Sachs. Josh was not going to be able to be with us today, but we still wanted to recognize him for his years of service at the college. Bob Spratt. Bob was also not able to be with us today, but we still wanted to recognize him for his years of service at the college as well. Now we're on to 15 years of service. Sandra Friedman. Okay, 20 years of service. Dr. Joe Kulkowski. Dr. Keely McCarthy. Brian O'Neill. Dr. Jackie Reich. Denise Wisniewski. And finally, with 30 years of service, Gail Cathy.
On behalf of everyone at the college, I thank you all for your combined 185 years of service. Your innumerable contributions throughout your time here have been integral in building a strong institutional foundation, and we know your selfless presence will continue to benefit the college community for many years to come. At this time, we will proceed with recognition of faculty emerita. At the December 11th, 2023 Board of Directors meeting, the following faculty were awarded the honor of Professor Emerita, effective upon their retirement at the end of the 2022-2023 academic year. Emeritus status is approved by the Board of Directors at the time of retirement and conferred on those faculty members who have displayed a distinguished record of teaching, service, and scholarship who wish to apply for the status upon retirement. We appreciate their years of dedicated teaching at Chestnut Hill College and feel that it is important for us to gather as a community of scholars, learners, and friends to recognize and celebrate this achievement. Dr. Andra Basu, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the Faculty, will join me in offering these honors.
Okay, to begin, we'd like to honor Dr. Lakshmi Atchison. Sister Catherine Nerney.
I mean, honestly, many of you would have so many stories about Lakshmi and Sister Kathy and the incredible work that they did over their tenure. Obviously, the biomedical series, doesn't happen without Lakshmi. The institute that Sister Kathy founded, I mean, that is at the heart of this institution, its values, and the charisms of the Sisters of St. Joseph. So you're really talking about two extraordinary individuals that really meant so much to this college. There really isn't a single way to convey that in words, and I miss them already. We now turn to our retiring colleague, Sister Mary Jo Larkin. I am honored to recognize your exceptional career and celebrate your legacy, as it is forever woven into the fabric of the college. The entire college community has benefited from not only your support of academic excellence, but your thoughtful presence, servant leadership, and joyful spirit. While we are truly happy for you, we must also acknowledge just how much we will miss having you on campus. I personally invite you to stay engaged with the college and to continue to be active in our beloved CHC community. Tributes for Sister Mary Jo will be offered by Kathy Gannon, Administrative Assistant, Logue Library, Gail Cathy, Print Resources Access Services Librarian, Logue Library, and Sister Mary Helen Kashuba, the legend. I invite them to come forward to speak at this time.
For the last 35 years, Sister Mary Jo Larkin has been a constant at Chestnut Hill College and dedicated to the higher education of those wanting to learn. She has witnessed and had been a formative part of many milestones here at the college. Her vast experiences and unwavering commitment all contributing to a path forward. In my time working at the library, I've marveled at her capacity to navigate the unpredictability of each day, all the while maintaining a sense of humor, which will be missed. There's no doubt in my mind that each of us present today has fond Sister Mary Jo stories, along with sincere gratitude for her. Mary Jo, I celebrate you and revel in all that awaits you. May opportunities and blessings abound in your future. Congratulations. God's best for you always.
The library staff wants to wish Sister Mary Jo well thank her for her many years of leadership, and recognize her contributions to Logue Library and to the college. Sister Mary Jo always stresses the importance of libraries and librarians. She especially enjoys the teaching element of what we do, guiding our students to scholarly resources and better search strategies with more on-target search terms and working with them in person or virtually. Many of her years were spent as a teacher. Sister Mary Jo always reaches out to the faculty and staff to let them know about our various resources and extend the invitation of information literacy sessions for classes at the library or in the classrooms, daytime or evening. Throughout her years at Logue Library, the information and technology world, as we know, has experienced many changes. Sister Mary Jo has implemented all of these changes in the library with her characteristic good humor and high spirits, keeping us up to date and ready to go forward. Thank you, Sister Mary Jo, and best wishes always.
Can you hear me all right? Language teachers are a little longer than, so hang in there. I think it was 36 years, Kathy, but that's my math. For 36 years, Sister Mary Jo has been a presence on campus. She's a warm presence, a welcoming presence. If you don't know her, she will recognize you with a pleasant smile and possibly get to know you. If you do know her, she will pause and have a conversation with you. If it's a bad day for you or for her, she'll cheer you up, either with a joke or a word of wisdom. And if it's a good day, it will become even better as you and she chat together about good times and perhaps less than good times. But you will always be happier after meeting her. Now, our most recent members know Sister Mary Jo as head of the library. However, in a former existence, she had another life. She was dean of students. This was in the 1990s, when we had only women students. I leave it up to her and to her successors to determine if that made it harder or easier than today, when we have men. But these were the days when she, like so many of us veterans, lived in the dorms with the students. That meant you could have a knock on the door at any time of the day or night, most often night, and more often than not with the words, "I'm locked out of my room." Sister Mary Jo knew when to smile at an innocent prank or when to delve more deeply into a more serious offense. Her tenure lasted a biblical 7 years, and then she moved on to another life. Among the Sisters of St. Joseph, we have an expression, ready for any good work. Her new good work corresponded to the new life of the library. Previously, library meant books. Now it meant not only that, but it also extended to the newly emerging world of information science. Both she and Sister Carol saw the need for a new direction in library science. So bravely, Sister Mary Jo trudged off to Drexel to learn how to bring technology into the intellectual life. In rain and snow, ice and heat, she trudged to Drexel. Often with Sister Florence Edward, who came to her rescue more than once when she was stranded by snow. Both she and Sister Florence are veterans of St. Mary's Academy, which exists now only in memory. The result of the treks to Drexel has been gratifying for all of us. Now we can access the many resources of the library from our own homes and offices. We can even access the librarians. If you haven't been to the library recently, go over and talk to Sister Mary Jo. Now you better do it quickly, because this is a retirement. You might have to wait, because she may be with a class that's learning the wealth of our library collection and how to use it. She may be working with a student who doesn't understand how to do research for a project. There are a few of them around here. She may be dealing with maintenance, trying to keep up the once modern library facilities of the early 1960s. She may even be helping me with the archives. But in any case, you will enjoy the meeting. She will refresh and inspire you through her wit and wisdom. Sister Mary Jo has served all of us at Chestnut Hill College since 1988. She served with a sense of humor, of joy, and of devotion. She's made many friends. We are all friends of hers. Many friends, including her dear friend whom we have all just lost, Sister Elaine. She has inspired many students to the life of the Spirit through the written word. She can do the nuts and bolts as well as the realms of knowledge and inspiration. Sister Mary Jo, don't forget to continue the most important part of your legacy, your warm welcome, your devotion to the life of the Spirit, and your fidelity to God as a sister of St. Joseph. And don't forget us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kathy, Gail, and Sister Mary Helen, for your thoughtful tributes. I invite Sister Mary Jo forward at this time to receive a mahogany-painted box with a color insert showing a view of St. Joseph Hall and a monetary gift. Sister, if you can stand here with Hafsa. Sister Mary Jo, your presence in the college community since 1988 has been crucial to the college's success. Your 36 years have included service as the Assistant Dean of Students and the Dean of Freshmen beginning in 1988. In the following years, you served as librarian, Dean of Students, and finally, as the Dean of Library and Information Resources from 1997 to 2024. My goodness. You have also been a member of the President's Cabinet for 33 years. So in a moment, I'm going to invite Sister Mary Jo up to say a few words. I'll simply say, as a member of my cabinet, and we just found out, we did some research on Google, and it turns out I have the second largest cabinet in the United States of America. So anyway, I'm not judging, I'm just describing. I will simply say that having Sister Mary Jo on cabinet has been a complete pleasure. The two words that I would describe her, and this is a gross oversimplification, is grace and intelligence. Grace and intelligence. And it has been a complete honor to be a member of cabinet with her. I give you Sister Mary Jo Larkin.
Nobody ever claps at a wake, so I know this isn't my wake. Thank you, everyone, for all the wonderful things you've said. And I do appreciate them. Sister Mary Helen may be a linguist, but she's also a historian. And she caught a lot of the things that we did. She kind of regaled us all with the twists and turns of those 36 years that I've been here at Chestnut Hill. So there've been many different experiences, all different, but those challenges and rewards had one common denominator, and all along, it is that I have met and worked with so many wonderful people who've enriched me with their enthusiasm, amazed me with their talent, and the incredible ways that they made our mission three-dimensional. A three-dimensional fulfillment of Sister Mirakoska's vision. And even now, after 100 years, that mission is the common element. It's the glue that connects all of us in the best of times, the worst of times. Because as colleagues, we all share a commitment to every student who trusts us with their future, trusts us with that growth into adulthood, a growth that's marked with professional competence, concern for the dear neighbor, and a commitment for justice. We do that together. And now, also, while I still have the floor, I'd like to single out our librarians. First of all, my co-honorees, Kathy and Gail, for together 40 years of service that just subsumes my 35. 6, Kathy. You know. And also, Carol Consorto, whose title, when she was working here, was Interlibrary Loan Librarian. And even after she accepted the responsibility to help us go online, become our systems librarian, make it all work, I never understood a thing. But she always was entitled Interlibrary Loan Librarian. That's what she did on the side. And also our CHC alum, Marion Eno, who was our circulation librarian extraordinaire for years, and who has told me for the past 2.5 years how great retirement is. And Bill welcomed all my guests, but I want to single out Sister Catherine Miller, too, because today's her birthday. And she's sharing it with us. Thank you, Catherine, for doing that. So thank you, everyone. I don't intend to be a stranger. I will be here. Most of you know my cell number, my email address, and I've asked to keep my CAC credentials so I could use the library. I haven't gotten an answer on that, so I'm making it public.
I said yes.
So you know where I am, and please reach out. Anything I can do in the future to help you, I'd be more than happy to do that. Thank you.
Sister Mary Jo, I am deeply grateful for your selfless dedication to the college community for so many years and your unwavering commitment to the mission of the Sisters of St. Joseph and the mission of Chestnut Hill College. You will always be a part of this community, and you will always be welcome, of course. May retirement be the beginning of a new and fulfilling phase of your life. We wish you joy and peace. Congratulations to all of our honorees. I now invite Father Bob Mulligan to offer a final blessing.
Today we say goodbye to Sister Mary Jo, who served the college for many years in big and small ways. Today it seems that the parable of blessing spoken by Jesus in the Gospel of Matthew is appropriate. Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share in my happiness. Father Jean-Pierre Medallier envisioned the Sisters of St. Joseph experiencing God's love and living that love by circling the city with love of the dear neighbor. We are grateful for those who have given us so many years of service and did exactly that. In Maxim 55, he wrote, "When you work for the neighbor, do it with very unselfish love, which expects no reward for its services, and aim at nothing other than helping her and being at the same time pleasing to God." The people we honor today chose to serve God by bringing happiness to the dear neighbor. We pray that our loving God will give that same happiness to them in their retirement or their new career paths. We pray today that our loving God will bless all of us gathered here today, and that all of us may work unselfishly for others and for the love of the dear neighbor more perfectly each day. Together we say, Amen. Amen. Dr. Leffler.
As we close today's ceremony, I would like to thank everyone involved in making this gathering possible. Special thanks to Marjorie Scott Hofsa for your efforts in planning and the support of today's faculty and staff recognition. I would also like to acknowledge our tremendous facilities, housekeeping, security, audiovisual, and food service teams, without whom none of our events would be possible. In point of fact, when my daughters come here, all they want to do is go to the cafeteria and hang out with Adrian and Lillian and Don. So special thanks to all of their exceptional talents and how much they give to the college. We couldn't do what we do without them. Now, without further ado, please join us for a reception in the rotunda. I will ask that we allow our retirees and guests to exit first, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great afternoon. Thank you.